Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, they have like organic, I don't know what kind of tampons at Target now. They come in like a cool like glass jar. I don't know if it's actually glass, but it might just be plastic. But I literally freaked out in the aisle. I was like, oh, look at these tampons. And my boyfriend's just like, I don't think I've ever heard anyone be that excited for tampons. No, not normally. No, so let's do this again. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just kind of discombobulated right now a little bit, so forgive me. I'm sure you can tell it's, what time is it? 8:19. What the fuck are you doing? Cats. Let's see here. Just some things that are on my mind lately. I'm on my period. Fucking hurts. And I hate it for many reasons. One, it always ruins my favorite underwear. It's like it knows. It will breathe if you kept track of your periods, you could avoid this issue. Wrong. This bitch came early. Came in early. What's up? I don't appreciate it at all, especially when I'm at work. Thankfully, one of my coworkers, she's like stocked. Okay, this is kind of funny because it felt like we were doing a drug deal. She's like, oh, I have them in my trunk. Okay, do you have a lot of things in your trunk? So she takes me out there and we open the trunk and it's just like full of the most randomest crap. There's the type of women who will have everything in their car. They live out of their cars. And then there's the type of women like me now. I say now because I used to do it, where I have barely anything in my car. Thanks to her, I wasn't gonna continue to bleed all over my clothes. We got the short end of the stick by far because bodily fluids. Not only do we pee, poop, vaginal fluids, yeast infections, UTI, what have you, then you also have this period. And we just like cut some slack on some of the fluids. I'm like, okay, maybe I should like get makeup on. Maybe that would be a little more entertaining for some. I'll try and look nice before my boyfriend comes home, and that way he won't even tell. It looks like everything's fine, but underneath, fucking caries happening, pig blood everywhere. No, The Shining, the bathroom scene. Whoosh, you know, all the blood just, Jesus. Two twins at the end of the hall, those are my ovaries, and they're just like, come here, bye. Kind of almost manic, I feel like when I'm on my period. I'm just like, ugh. Let's get ready. Let's look like we are not on our period. I look like I'm on my period. I look like I'm in distress. I have all my tools to make this somewhat more bearable. Gonna go in with the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare primer. Typically something I'll just use in my oily T-zone area. I'm feeling like a matte look. Let's lock this down because I can't contain myself. Bodily fluids. You know what? I'm gonna bounce around. I'm gonna just talk about things you least expect. I'm going to SDSU in the fall. Yay. I feel like I haven't been able to really actually celebrate it at all because it's just such a financial burden. It's just really hard for me to get excited over it. I'm just kind of like always in panic mode. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. You're probably thinking that is not your shade, and I would agree. Just wait. I'm gonna mix some other stuff and we're gonna make this work. Got into the school. I had a orientation. Mind you, they charge you for this $110. I feel like I paid to be overwhelmed and just panicked. Like that's what I paid for. Oh, they also give you a burger. So I had a $110 burger with a side of anxiety. For my major, I'm doing environmental science, thus the shirt. Every day is Earth Day. I got to talk to the advisor for our department, and I'm being told I'm required to do a study abroad program. Don't get me wrong, I would love to travel. Who wouldn't? That sounds awesome. As he's telling me this, the look on my face, I can tell he's just like, well, we like to have students get an idea of what it's like in other countries. Well, that's great. Who's gonna pay my bills while I'm gone? I don't live with mom and dad. I work. I have to work while I go to school. You know, I'm trying to keep the loans at like a minimum, and now you're telling me there's an extra fucking couple $1,000 to $5,000 expense. Always the first response is, well, there's scholarships. Let's just hope those scholarships don't have any little stipulations of like, you must be at this year level. Sometimes you have to be a certain age, or a certain major, or from a certain background. There's literally a scholarship for strawberry farmers. Like, that's how random it is. Like, not gonna hold my breath on that scholarship thing, but, you know, great. You know, if there's one and I can apply and I can get it, that's gonna help. I'm still gonna do it. I'm absolutely gonna do it. I'm going to do everything I can to, not die and end up in a box on the streets. That's really dramatic. I feel like this worked out. Full coverage. I feel like I don't even need concealer, honestly. I did Catrice HD Liquid Foundation, which I really like. You don't hear about this too often, but if you're just using this by itself, and not as much as I used just now, it does feel just like a second skin. Or, you know what I mean? Like it's your skin. Whatever. Okay. So, and then I packed on the Wet n Wild Foundation Focus. We're gonna do a Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder, translucent. I really like it though, especially for touch-up. If you're like getting a little oily, this is a good go-to. It's cheap. Anyways, here's the kicker. So you have these like upper division courses you need to take, right? And I'm all done with lower division. It's just upper division now. I'm supposed to graduate in 2 years. There's literally only 4 classes being offered. 4 in my department. Where's all the other ones? And I get told, well, sometimes they're offered in only certain semesters or odd or even years. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. And then secondly, on top of all that, they only offer like 1 class taught by 1 professor at 1 point in time. Like, it's not, you have options. It's just, this is what it is, take it or leave it. If you have a job, too fucking bad. You know? So I'm trying to, like, work it out, but pretty much the best thing I can do is only work 20 hours a week at my job. And you might be saying, well, Brie, get a weekend job. Well, to be quite frank, a retail job that pays less than $20 is not going to help me. I have bills, I have responsibilities, and, you might be like, well, you should have seen this coming, probably, I don't know. I just wish that there was just more, like, workable room, and I'm just kind of freaked out by the whole thing. Anyways, I don't mean to just bitch, but, so I was on Tuesday this week. Wednesday, I was literally considering just giving up. I was just thinking, you know what? It's not too late to turn back. I'm only 15 grand in debt. I can deal with that. It's like a second car payment. I can do it. It's fine. It's not gonna put me into like crazy amounts of debt where I can't like get out from under it. But if I cross this line and continue for the next 2 years, that's what I'm worried about. And we're about to run out of recording space. I don't know. I just can't be excited for it because I'm just constantly worried that I'm gonna financially screw myself. No, I'm not alone. Millions of students in debt, even more debt than I can imagine. So I'll count my blessings that it's not gonna be out of this world, but it just makes me uncomfortable. One of my friends, she just brought up a good point. She said, Brie, if you didn't finish now and say 30 years later, how would you think you'd feel? Like, do you think you would regret it? God damn it, she was right. I would regret it. College is definitely not for everyone. For sure, 100%. But I'm very passionate about the environment. I want to do something. I already volunteer and do all that, but I just think it'd be so neat if I helped contribute to finding a way to make something better in our climate or with, wildlife. That's the fight that I want to fight. I want to be fucking Captain Planet. He's our hero. Gonna bring pollution down to 0. And if you don't know what I'm talking about and that was just a really random jingle, then you need to Google Captain Planet right now. Write me out. My favorite new brow thing is this Essence Make Me Brow. It's very similar to the Gimme Brow by Benefit, but way cheaper and same effect. So dupe. I'm going to warn you right now. This is going to be TMI. But I feel like I need to know if other women experience this. You know how when you're wearing a tampon and you have the string that hangs? And yes, men, there is a string that hangs so we can pull out our stopper. For some reason, over time, somehow, that string throughout the day ends up my butt cheeks just... So you go numero dos and guess what happens to the string? And like you're wiping and you can feel the string and you're just like, oh my god, there's literal fucking shit on my string that's linked to a thing with... Most times I pull it out and redo because I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't want fucking some shit string hanging from my bleeding twat while I'm trying to go about my day. That is just my reality, and if every woman comes back and tells me that that doesn't happen to them and they never get their tampon string stuck up their butt, then I need to know what's wrong with my butt. Segue. I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronze Collection. They have a blush and natural glow. It looks kind of corally. I'm not gonna do any bronzer. I feel like the lighting makes me look white, but I'm not really that white right now. So now I'm gonna go in with some highlighter. Ooh, they just feel so nice. Yeah, I'm applying the highlighter with my finger because sometimes I just feel like it comes out better that way. I don't know. And then for me, my lower back hurts so bad. It's like, what's his face from Game of Thrones? And stabbing me in the kidneys. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I'm just using the Kathleen Light's Dream Street palette. It's a good palette. I just got the Zodiac PR collection. No, they did not send it to me for free. I bought that. You never know. One day, maybe. I feel like not with the kind of content I'm spitting out right now. I feel like it's too graphic. Maybe, oh, if somebody sent me like a large thing of tampons, like just a bunch of pads and tampons. Oh, that'd be great. So we're gonna just kind of do a happy-go-lucky, I'm not on my period kind of eye look. That's what this is gonna be. Is like you cannot tell that anything is wrong. Like nothing. There's nothing wrong. The thing I don't like about periods is that when you're in so much fucking pain, I just can't decide what I want to eat. Stomach's it's just being impeded upon by all this pain, and it's like, excuse me, there's some construction going on downstairs, Missy, and you're leaking bodily fluids. You know, it's distracted. It can't process. It can't be like, yeah, let's have some spaghetti. Let's have some pho. But yeah, so pro tip, ladies, if you have seat warmers, you have that in your car, that is bliss. Okay, I don't know about you. I always put the setting spray on before I do mascara because I find that, of course, when I close my eyes, then the mascara ends up everywhere. It's no bueno. Oh yeah, so not that I'm trying to like encourage drinking, but whoever thought of spiked sparkling water basically just marketed to every white girl out there. They were just like, okay, so these girls, they don't want to gain weight, so we can't have like fruity, juicy cocktails with all this sugar. How are we gonna market to them? Oh, let's take that sparkling water they love so much and then just put some alcohol in it. Good, well played, well played. You got me. You got me. Oh yeah, so this was interesting. I had a dream that I had a baby. Now, mind you, and you may not know this about me, but I don't want kids. Just don't want them. But I had a dream I had a baby girl. And I wake up today and I have my period. Like, that's just weird. It's like my body's like, look what could have been, and then instead it's just gush bodily fluids. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I think I covered up well. There's no indication here that I am in pain at all. Oh, real quick, the lipstick I used, it's a gloss. It's called Boss. I don't know, it's Bare Minerals. It smells like some kind of candy, like a chocolate. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because the hormones are aging right now, but I probably could have just eaten this. Yep, this is my marketing gig. It's all Mother Nature right now. She's being a little bitch, but she's gonna give you some good old tampons. Mother Nature, this what you need when you're on your period.